All right, Lakers fans, let's dive into the latest moves, rumors, and potential strategies swirling around the Los Angeles Lakers as they look to strengthen their roster and position themselves for another championship run. The Lakers are at a point where creativity and smart maneuvering are absolutely crucial. With the current state of the league, the new collective bargaining agreement, and the specific limitations the Lakers are facing with the salary cap, every decision counts and every trade or acquisition needs to be calculated and precise. The front office, led by Rob Pelinka, will need to explore unconventional routes, look at trade scenarios that might initially seem unorthodox, and remain flexible as opportunities arise. Because the way the league is structured now, the most straightforward paths often aren't available, and success will come to the team willing to think outside the box. Right now, the Lakers have several needs across multiple positions, and it's not just about getting one superstar to pair with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. While landing a top-tier wing or high-impact player would certainly make headlines and immediately elevate the team, the reality is that building depth and versatility could be equally important in determining whether this Lakers squad can compete at the highest level. Players like Andrew Wiggins, Herb Jones, or Miles Bridges would represent a major upgrade in talent and defensive versatility, but the opportunities to acquire them may be limited, and the cost could be high. That's why the front office must also consider players in the second tier, the wings and rotation players who might not be household names, but can contribute immediately, provide defensive energy, and fit into the team's timeline and age structure. These players often come at a more reasonable cost in terms of both salary and assets, making it possible to assemble a group of contributors that, together, match or exceed the impact of one high-profile acquisition. A perfect example of this strategy is someone like Josh Green. Green has the size, athleticism, and defensive capability that the Lakers desperately need, and while he may not be a starting-caliber player on his own, he slots in perfectly as a versatile wing capable of guarding multiple positions and providing energy off the bench or even as part of a rotation starter setup. At 25 years old, Green is young enough to be a foundational piece, someone the Lakers could develop alongside their stars and integrate into a long-term plan. His familiarity with the system and his physical attributes give him an edge over smaller wings like Keon Ellis or Ayo Domo, as Green brings a combination of length, athleticism, and defensive versatility that few second-tier options offer. By targeting players like him, the Lakers can essentially maximize their assets, acquire multiple contributors, and maintain flexibility to make additional moves as the trade deadline approaches or during the offseason. The strategy here is multi-layered. The Lakers could use their first-round pick to pursue a high-tier wing, perhaps someone like Andrew Wiggins if the trade scenario aligns, and then target a second-tier player like Keon Ellis or Ayo Domo with another pick or trade component. From there, a move for someone like Josh Green could be structured as a salary dump or with a minor asset exchange, effectively adding depth and versatility without sacrificing high-value pieces. This approach allows the Lakers to assemble a well-rounded roster capable of defending multiple positions, providing energy and athleticism, and maintaining the ability to make additional trades or acquisitions in the offseason. The idea is to create a team where every piece complements the others, rather than relying solely on one or two high-profile players to carry the load. Maximizing these moves also requires a deep understanding of the new CBA rules, salary cap structures, and trade exceptions. For example, some players may be available because their current teams want to clear cap space or shed a contract, and the Lakers can exploit these situations to their advantage. By taking on contracts that other teams no longer need, the Lakers can receive a pick swap or other assets in return, creating long-term flexibility. Even if the immediate impact is not game-changing, the potential value in a future trade or draft pick could prove critical. Essentially, the Lakers are looking to turn other teams' surplus or unwanted contracts into a competitive advantage, adding quality depth without compromising their core or future flexibility. Another key factor is the positional versatility of the players targeted. By focusing on wings who can defend multiple positions and contribute across the board, the Lakers create lineups that are harder for opponents to exploit. Players like Green, Ellis, and Dumu provide a mix of size, athleticism, and defensive aptitude that allows the team to adapt on the fly, cover mismatches, and keep players fresh for the postseason grind. Depth in this area is just as important as star power because the playoffs are often determined by bench contributions and the ability to switch defenders seamlessly. A team that can maintain a high level of defensive intensity while rotating players without a drop in performance is better positioned to compete against top-tier teams that boast multiple high-end scores. The Lakers also have to consider the timing and sequence of acquisitions. Some moves make sense to complete immediately, while others might be better suited for the trade deadline or off-season, depending on available assets and the market conditions. Players like Austin Reeves, for example, may not need to be acquired immediately because his cap hold is relatively small, and signing him later allows for more flexibility in assembling a roster that balances high-end talent, rotation contributors, and future assets. By carefully structuring trades and signings, the Lakers can maintain a blend of immediate competitiveness and long-term flexibility, ensuring that they are always in a position to improve their roster without overcommitting to any single move or player. At the same time, the Lakers must avoid overpaying or making trades that weaken the roster in the long term. Patience is crucial, as no trade is better than a bad trade. The focus should be on acquiring players who fit the team's style, age profile, and defensive needs, while also considering their potential upside. Young wings with versatility, defensive aptitude, and room to grow fit perfectly into this blueprint. Acquiring multiple second-tier contributors might, in some cases, even be a better strategy than landing a single high-profile player because it increases overall depth, versatility, and the ability to weather injuries or match up against different opponents. The Lakers have the cap space, but using it effectively requires a careful balance of strategic planning, patience, and creative thinking. The end game here is to assemble a roster that can compete at the highest level while also positioning the Lakers for sustained success. By combining high-tier acquisitions with targeted second-tier players like Green, Ellis, or Dumu, and structuring trades to maximize flexibility, the team can add the depth, athleticism, and defensive capability it needs without sacrificing future assets. Each move should be deliberate, complement the existing core, and enhance the overall versatility of the team. This approach provides the Lakers with multiple pathways to success, whether that involves landing a star player or building a collection of complementary, high-upside wings who can defend, score, and adapt to the team's needs throughout the season and into the playoffs. This is exactly the type of strategy that could allow the Lakers to navigate the complexities of a new CBA while still remaining competitive in a league where superstar talent is scarce and roster construction is more important than ever. By embracing creativity, leveraging cap space intelligently, and targeting players who fit both the present and the future, the Lakers have the opportunity to not only contend this season, but also build a foundation that supports a long-term success. The idea isn't just to make flashy moves, but to create a roster that is balanced, versatile, and capable of competing at a championship level in multiple scenarios. By understanding the nuances of each potential trade, evaluating both immediate impact and long-term value, and executing a strategy that combines star acquisitions with secondary contributors, the Lakers can maximize their chances of success while remaining adaptable to changing circumstances throughout the season. The Lakers front office will need to be proactive and imaginative, identifying opportunities where other teams' needs align with their own, whether that involves offloading contracts, acquiring pick swaps, or targeting young, athletic wings who can contribute immediately. Players like Josh Green exemplify this approach. Young, versatile, defensively capable, and fitting seamlessly into the Lakers' timeline and system. While he may not be the headline name, he represents the type of player who can add meaningful depth and flexibility, allowing the team to maintain competitiveness across multiple lineups and matchups. Pairing him with a high-tier acquisition like Wiggins or Bridges and additional second-tier wings creates a mix of talent, versatility, and depth that enhances the Lakers' overall competitiveness while providing avenues for further roster improvement, both now and in the offseason. Continuing the Lakers' strategic breakdown, the next layer of their approach revolves around balancing immediate impact with future flexibility. The trade market is rarely straightforward, and teams often have conflicting priorities, which creates opportunities for a front office willing to be creative and patient. The Lakers are in a position where leveraging their existing assets, cap space, and draft picks is crucial to construct a roster capable of competing at the highest level. One of the key principles in this strategy is identifying players who can serve multiple roles, athletic wings who can defend, contribute offensively, and rotate across positions, while also considering long-term upside. This mindset allows the Lakers to pursue both high-tier talent and second-tier contributors in tandem, creating a more balanced and versatile roster that can withstand injuries, strategic adjustments, and the intensity of playoff basketball. Players like Josh Green, Keon Ellis, Ayo Domo, and Haywood Highsmith fall into this category. Individually, they may not carry the star power of a Wiggins or Bridges, but collectively, they offer flexibility, athleticism, and defensive capability that is invaluable. By targeting multiple players of this caliber, the Lakers can create a rotation where every position is covered by a competent defender and versatile contributor. For example, someone like Green provides length, defensive awareness, and the ability to guard multiple positions, while Ellis or Domo can stretch the floor offensively and provide energy in transition. Adding these players strategically allows the Lakers to preserve their high-tier acquisition targets for the first round of trades or drafts, while still building depth that can sustain a championship-level run. Timing plays a critical role in this strategy. Certain acquisitions make sense immediately, especially if they address clear gaps in depth or defensive versatility. Others may be better suited for the trade deadline, when other teams face salary constraints or need to clear cap space, making them more willing to engage in creative trade scenarios. For instance, a player with a multi-year contract that a team no longer prioritizes could be acquired through a pick swap or minor asset exchange, providing immediate roster value without sacrificing future flexibility. By carefully sequencing acquisitions, the Lakers can maximize the value of their assets, ensure that they are adding contributors in the right order, and maintain a blend of present competitiveness and long-term potential. Cap management under the new collective bargaining agreement is another essential element. While the Lakers have significant cap space, the way it is used can dramatically influence their roster construction. By targeting players with favorable contracts or those who teams want to shed, the Lakers can maintain financial flexibility while still acquiring talent. For example, pursuing a player like Josh Green, whose salary may not fit other teams' plans, can be a win-win. The Lakers gain a versatile contributor, while the other team clears salary and potentially receives a minor future asset. These kinds of moves require both creativity and patience, as the opportunities are often nuanced and time-sensitive, but the payoff can be substantial in terms of roster depth and flexibility. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, in a move that could shake up the Western Conference, rumors are swirling that the Los Angeles Lakers are in advanced talks with the Utah Jazz for a blockbuster trade. Sources close to both organizations suggest that the Lakers are targeting Lauri Markkanen, the versatile Finnish forward who is impressed with his scoring and spacing ability, in exchange for Rui Hachimura. While nothing has been officially announced, insiders say negotiations have heated up over the past week, fueling speculation that this deal could materialize sooner rather than later. Markkanen, known for his sharp shooting from beyond the arc and ability to stretch defenses, could provide the Lakers with a new dimension to their offense. The Finnish forward has steadily improved each season, combining size, athleticism, and a refined shooting touch that makes him a dangerous weapon on both ends of the court. Lakers fans have long been eager to see the team bring in a versatile forward capable of opening up space for LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and Markkanen fits that mold perfectly. On the other side, Hachimura has shown flashes of brilliance with his blend of power, agility, and scoring ability. Though often underrated, he has proven himself a reliable option in multiple positions and a steady contributor on both ends. Sending him to Utah would provide the Jazz with a forward capable of complementing their roster adding athleticism and energy to a team looking to make a deep playoff push. Some analysts argue that Hachimura's adaptability and defensive potential make him an ideal fit in a system that values versatility and switching. Speculation around this trade has ignited social media, with fans and pundits debating the potential impact on both squads. Would Markkanen's sharpshooting boost the Lakers' spacing issues? Could Hachimura thrive in a Jazz system hungry for dynamic forwards? The possibilities are tantalizing, and while official confirmation remains absent, the basketball world is buzzing with what-if scenarios. This rumored trade underscores the Lakers' willingness to be aggressive in reshaping their roster, signaling that they're not afraid to make bold moves in pursuit of championship contention. Meanwhile, the Jazz seem poised to explore all options to maximize their roster's potential. As whispers turn into speculation, the NBA landscape might be on the brink of a shakeup that fans will be talking about for months. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.